Ho, ho, ho. And the thing is, Elton John's is probably the best I've seen, to be honest.
Hello everyone. Oh my God, it's one of those beers, Jeff.
I recognise it from last year. Look.
I agree with you, they're all Shane Warne.
Who's Shane Warne?
Cricketer, isn't he?
Look, I'd know that.
Huh? You should know cricket, you're English for goodness sake.
Mug, stupid game, ridiculous game.
Don't start me off with cricket. I like
People
cricket.
stand around drinking tea for days.
Welcome to BeerSweden's Have a Beer calendar. It's December the 19th. I don't know why. Hello Jimmy, Aldenholm. Thanks for following the blog. Now look, I'm getting cracking straight into this one, Joe, because it's one of those complicated beers to open. But we had this one last year on the blog, and I have to say it was probably one of the most exciting, innovative beers, I thought, Christmas beers of 2010. It's back again this year, and I, for one, am jolly glad to see it. Corked caged bottle, Leifman's Gluhkriek, which is a kind of...
Oh, it's a Kriek beer.
Yeah, it's a Kriek sort of beer.
Kriek or Kriek?
Kriek. It's a Belgium sort of cherry beer mixed with the, you know, the sort of the spices and so on of glögg.
That could work.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, on paper, you kind of think, nah. But actually, when I tried it last year, I was blown away by it. I thought it was just wonderful. It was one of those beers that I like because it really does, you know, challenge the perception of what beer should really be. See that, Trevor? She's been well behaved the last couple of days. Have you noticed that?
What I didn't ask it a few days ago is why is she called Jemima? What?
Jemima.
How did that come about?
Jemima. Well, because, you know, Jemima.
No.
Anyway, the other cool thing about this beer, other than the fact it's got lovely sort of green tissue, and it's very, I better not set fire to it, green tissue, and it looks sort of Christmassy, doesn't it, Trev? Have a look at this. Have a look at it. Is that you can actually serve this beer warm. Let's hold it up to the light. Can you see that? You're getting a very... Oh, the smells out of this is absolutely unbelievable. I remember it now from last year. You're getting a very nice sort of cherry medicine or cherry drop sort of colour to it. Slightly cherry coloured pinkish head to the beer as well. Very intriguing look. Now,
what's the brewery's name?
Here's where it really gets interesting. Leifman's here.
Do they do this just once a year then?
Yeah, I think this is a pretty new to their, or it's new to Sweden. I think it was only last year that it came in the first.
But do they do other stuff during the year?
Oh, they do other stuff too.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, we've had other releases for them. Blue tissue. This is the green one. Right. This is the Gluhkriek. As I say, fusion beer, and what you're getting is just an enormous amount of sort of fruity red wine. Mixed with some real sort of cherry tartness to it. It is very, very sweet on the nose. When you do actually warm this up, because I do recommend that you can actually warm up to, I think it's just below the boiling point of alcohol, about 70 degrees. What that does is actually take away some of the sweetness and some of the sort of herby edge to the beer comes to the fore. So you can actually choose whether you wanted to have it like this, which is kind of thicker and sweeter, or you want to warm it up where it thins out a little bit and it gets a little bit more sort of spicy and herby. Interesting, isn't it, Trev? Mm. So on the nose, as I say, you're getting fruity red wine, you're getting cherry cough drops. Okay? Now, what's so clever about it is that it's incredibly intensely sweet up front, like glögg. Exactly like glögg. But that cherry tartness actually does tidy it up at the end, so it stops it from becoming a little bit too like overpowering and sweet and sickly, and it just actually just gives it that little bit of refreshment just right at the end there. I think it's just an intriguing beer. It's enormously Christmas to me. You know, it really is something that I remember last year's bottle. It took me several nights to actually finish. You know, just at the end of the day, you can have a little glass. You can actually serve it in those little glögg sort of glasses. It's absolutely spot on and warm it up. Gorgeous beer. Here's the stats. In terms of rating, this is a tough one, Trev, because it's so unusual. It's very difficult. You can't really compare it to anything else I've ever drunk.
Not a big fan of Kriek, if I'm being Kriek,
yeah.
To be quite honest.
No. I mean, yeah, cherry is one of those, you know, flavours that tends to polarise people. There's some cinnamon in here, by the way, as well. Cloves as well. There's lots of spicy action.
Sounds like cough syrup, the way you're describing it.
No, it really is glögg. It's glögg with some cherry sort of vibe to it. Really is gorgeous. In terms of rating, Trev, I'm going to give it 4 hoes. 4 hoes. It's definitely over 4, but I don't think it's close enough for 5 for me to actually give it a 5 ho. But a very, very interesting beer. One of the most interesting, I would suggest, of this year's releases. So until tomorrow, everyone. Cheers and beers.
Ho, ho, ho.